them? Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mercy and I'm back with another video. And today's video is gonna be part 2 to my little pregnancy series. If you haven't seen part 1 of what they don't tell you about being pregnant, then go check out that video. But this is part 2 of kind of what they don't tell you or what to expect when you're going through labor and delivery. And I know a lot of y'all have questions because when I was to give birth and like my entire pregnancy, I had 1,000,001 questions and nobody could answer them for me. So I'm gonna go through things that I thought of while I was pregnant. Is this gonna hurt? What is this gonna feel like? Should I get this? Should I not? So I'm gonna answer all those questions for you guys today and kind of just go through what to expect when you're going through this. So the first thing that I want to mention in this video is to expect the unexpected. So what I mean by that is a lot of people will tell you to plan your labor, to plan your birth, to plan exactly how you want things to play out. And I'm here to tell you nothing you plan, or most of what you plan, probably won't go right. And what you expect is probably not going to happen. So don't have this perfect birth plan in your head of how everything's going to go, because trust me, when you're actually in the situation, things aren't going to go exactly how you would like it to. And that's okay. Everybody's birth and labor is completely different. Everybody has different stories, and that's because it's just something you just can't plan. Another thing that I want to talk about is your water breaking. So I know there's this misconception, stereotypical like ideal of labor, that your water's gonna break everywhere and then you're gonna be rushed to the hospital in so much pain and it's just gonna be this crazy quick experience. And no, not at all. Your water normally does not break in the beginning of labor. It normally breaks when you're in active labor. And active labor is when your contractions really start to hit, like back to back. Normally that's when your water will break. In the beginning of labor, you kind of get really mild, really easy contractions. They're really easy to handle. You almost won't even notice them. And a lot of people think your water is going to break. It probably won't. There are some women where their water does break, but most cases your water won't break until you're in active labor. So now I'm going to talk about contractions, because that's like the biggest thing with labor is contractions. What are they going to feel like? How do I know if I'm in labor and all that? So in that case, the best way for me to explain it is to kind of give y'all a little reference of my own labor. And I felt contractions the day before. So they were really easy contractions. I even talked to my OB about it when I went to my appointment that day, and he told me really not to worry about it until the contractions really hit. And he said once you are in labor, you're gonna know you're in labor. So I was like, okay. Wasn't really too worried about it, and I was getting contractions all that morning and even that afternoon, and then they kind of stopped. And that night they really started to hit again, and to the point where it was noticeable. I was waking up kind of, but I was too lazy to get out of bed. And I'm glad I did get my rest, because I didn't know the next day that I was going to be having my son. So I did sleep through most of my contractions, and to the point where I woke up the next day, and then I really started to feel them and really noticed them, like, wow, they're getting kind of bad. And they really didn't start hitting until I like decided, you know, I am getting cramps, so maybe if I go take a hot shower, they'll feel better. And by the time I got in the shower and I was letting that water run on my stomach a little bit, is when they got really bad, to the point where I had to sit down, you guys. And I was the type of woman, I guess, that really wanted that relaxing labor. I wanted to labor a little bit at home and to, you know, take a hot shower, even a hot bath, drink some hot tea, listen to music, and really relax through my labor. And that did not happen at all, which is why I tell you, don't plan a perfect labor, because it's probably not going to go like that, FYI. they started to hit so bad I like had to get out of the shower, and then all of a sudden I felt this intense pressure, and that was the next thing I want to talk to you guys about. So Braylon was so low, and my body was clearly, you know, like pushing him out, because that's what contractions are, is your body pushing the baby down. And so I had this immense pressure, and I really felt like I had to poop, but I was so scared to poop because like I didn't want to accidentally flush him out. I didn't want to make my labor go any faster, because here I am basically home alone. I think my little sister was there, but that was it. And so I didn't want to like force him out, I guess, too early, because I still needed a ride to the hospital. So I was scared to poop. But it's okay, y'all, go poop. I like sit on the toilet and like cross my legs, trying to push down but not push him out. I'm so goofy, I know. So I ended up, you know, getting off the toilet, and all of a sudden my contractions got worse, and you just have this urge to keep pushing down. And then I get out, I am starting to really get contractions. They're starting to hit. I was breathing really hard, trying to communicate with people, but I really couldn't. Calling everybody, like laying in bed crying, you guys. I was in so much pain that I like couldn't do anything else but like pace back and forth. Like they were just coming one after the other, you guys, and I was dying. There's nothing that could prepare you for it. It's because like you just want the pain to stop, and it's like your stomach is squeezing its insides. Like I don't even know how to explain it. It's so much pain, and you're like losing it because you just want it to stop, but it's just gonna keep coming. And so it's so bad, you guys. This is why it brings me up to my third point, is the epidural. So at this point, you know, I'm just gonna fast forward time. If y'all want to hear the details, then go to my labor and delivery story time. But I'm at the hospital, and you know, they're asking me 1,000,001 questions, and I can't speak, I can't function. I just want the epidural. And like before you can get the epidural, they have to poke you 1,000,000 times. You gotta get your blood drawn, and you gotta get the IV, you know, that little, yeah, the IV thing. But once the epidural guy comes in and you finally get your epidural, I don't know, you just feel better. It's like bliss. It's like your whole body just goes numb. It feels so good. And there's a few things I want to discuss about the epidural. So for one, it does not hurt. Do not be scared to get the needle. It doesn't really feel like anything, like slight work compared to contractions, trust me. And try to be really calm when you're getting it. I think if you're hyping yourself up and you're really scared, then it'll probably feel worse. I don't know. But the epidural was slight work, super easy. There's a few other things I want to mention. So right after you get the epidural, you slowly start to feel your contractions go down. Then all of a sudden you're at peace. But like once you get to 8 or 9 centimeters, they tell you, oh, we can't get rid of the pressure. I don't know why they say pressure, because it's literally contractions again. So you do start to get contractions. They're just not near as bad. And this is when like the baby is fin to come, and the baby's like, you know, it's go time. You do get contractions, and they do hurt, but they're nothing compared to the contractions you go in the hospital with. So yes, I still do recommend the epidural. Like it's everything, but you do still get contractions, which they call pressure. And it goes away whenever you push. So whenever you get a contraction, just push. You know, work with your body when you're in labor and you're like finna to deliver your baby. Really work with your body, you guys. It's the best thing. When your body's pushing down, you push too. It stops the pain, I promise you. And you know, every contraction, immediately when you feel it, push. With the epidural, no, you do not feel any pain when the baby is coming out whatsoever. Please do not be scared to push your baby out. That is everything. Once your baby comes out, you immediately get this like bliss, like no more pain, no more nothing, you guys. As soon as I pushed him out, I did not feel him coming out. Like, okay, so I felt him, like I could feel him coming out, but there was no pain. It wasn't like a weird or crazy feeling. It was very natural. Like it wasn't as crazy as you would think it would be. You know, it was very quick, very easy. I pushed him out, and immediately my contractions stopped. Everything stopped. Everything was good. I was like, something just came over my mind, and I was so happy, like to the point where I didn't even like feel like I just had that much pain. Like all of a sudden I was good, and it was over, like. And so after, you know, you push the baby out, you gotta push the placenta out as well. That part does not feel like anything, you do not feel your placenta coming out whatsoever. I don't even remember what it really felt like, but I know it was nothing. I know that was like slight work. It was like one push and it came out. So don't be scared. It's not gonna feel like another baby's coming out of you. It's really easy. And so yeah, don't be scared to push the placenta out. And then they push down on your stomach, and a lot of women say that, oh, this part hurts. For me, when they were pushing down on my stomach, it felt really, really good. I felt like they were, like, anything bad in me was coming out, and it just felt great. I don't know why, but that was a good feeling to me. Oh, and if you tear, you guys, please do not be scared to tear. You do not feel it. I promise you. I didn't even know I tore until he told me. And you don't feel the stitches. My friend was just staring at me like, girl, you don't feel that? And I'm like, no. I was over here just staring at my baby while they were stitching me up. It's nothing, you guys. Please do not be scared to tear. Most likely, if it is your first baby, you're probably gonna tear. And just don't be scared to, because it's not gonna hurt. Your stitches aren't gonna hurt when they're stitching you up, and your stitches dissolve, so you don't have to go and get them ripped out or nothing, or taken out, and it's really nothing. And I'll talk to you guys about how I took care of my stitches and everything in my next video, which will be postpartum. And yeah, that is pretty much everything that I really have to say about labor and delivery. You guys, it is such a natural thing. Like, please do not be scared to go through labor. You'll be fine, and you're gonna come back. You're gonna come out of it even stronger. And once your baby's out, you're not even gonna care about that pain you just went through. Like, it is so worth it. You almost forget about the pain, you know, when you're holding your baby. It's such a natural thing. Like, you can do it, and you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. Please do not stress about it. I would just pray on it, and I know you're gonna be okay. And now I will insert some clips of my birth. Be able to visually see exactly what I went through.
8, 9, 10. Good. Again. And go. Pull those legs in. Push, 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 push. Hard. Good.
He wanted to cry and cry. Okay.
It's good. Nice and healthy.
Yeah, it's a
Push it. Push it.
Hey, Braylon. So pretty.
We're up to...
Risk of acid reflux.
Alright, you guys, so stay tuned for the third part of this little video series, which will be postpartum, everything that I went through, everything I learned, and what all I used to help with postpartum, as well as stay tuned for more videos, more mom vlogs, more, you know, y'all know my content. But if you don't know, go ahead and subscribe and check me out and join the family, you guys. I come up with a lot of videos, and I would really love to have you part of our little family that we got going on right now. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all guys in my next video. You need help?